Going on, guys? It's Joshua Proston coming back at you this week. This week, we're going to be talking about something very, very important in the business world. It's going to be business etiquette. Business etiquette is super important because it could be the difference between closing a deal or, a customer never speaking with you or the company ever again. First good rule of thumb is being on time is actually late. So a good rule to follow is you always want to be at least 10 minutes early to any appointment or business meeting that you're going to. Reason being is you don't want to keep the person waiting, especially if you're trying to sell them something. I mean, if they're late, they're late. So what? Deal with it. But at least you were there on time, you're there promptly, and you're prepared for the meeting. Second one seems a little bit obvious, but it's obviously going to be to dress appropriately. A good rule of thumb, if you're going to a business casual meeting and you don't really know what to wear, I just usually wear a collared shirt and pants. You don't want to get caught wearing like shorts or anything like that, or sneakers, because the guy could show up in a sport coat or a suit, and then you're severely underdressed. So just always make sure you look nicer, but you don't have to go all out. Another good rule is to always use professional language in both your written and your verbal communications, just because it always conveys a better sense of knowledge of the topic that you're talking about, and it just makes you seem like a more trustworthy person to whoever that you may be dealing with. Next rule is going to be to always follow through. If you tell a customer or somebody that you're going to be doing something for them, then make sure you follow through with that promptly and on time and early if possible. You want to be getting things done promptly without being reminded, without being told multiple times, because the first time you have to be told to do something twice, or asked to speed up the process on something that makes you a little bit more or a little bit less trustworthy. Sorry. Finally, you're always going to want to have a positive attitude in any business environment. And throughout your business career, there's often going to be conversations that are difficult to have, and that people might have stances that you might not agree with, but it's important to always remain positive and respectful to people. And you can disagree with people while still being positive and respectful to their opinion, but also sharing your own. And I think that there's a very important balance there that you need to learn. That's going to be all for this week, guys. That's 5 tips, 5 business etiquette tips to help you throughout your career. So thanks.